Everyone, it's me again. I'm here to talk about addictions. This is a very sensitive subject, and this is not only just a sensitive subject, but this is an area that we all struggle with. We seem to not even want to talk about it or even bring it up. Well, I'm here to tell you that I'm about to speak about myself in my experience and what led me into addictions. Not just addictions, but in other areas besides the drugs and alcohol, areas that I was exposed to that's considered addiction. Not only am I talking as a woman, due to what I had to go through, not only men go through this, but us females go through it as well, and we go through certain areas in our lives that we are ashamed and we're scared to talk about because we feel that we can't even bring it up. We're too embarrassed to bring it up. But I'm here to talk about my addictions in areas that I'm here to talk about my addictions that I used to struggle with. It wasn't just drugs and alcohol, and it wasn't just pills as well that I was addicted to for many years. I was also addicted to pornography. This is an area that some of us don't admit to and we choose to hide. And for me to ask God to heal me in areas, I couldn't hide no more. I couldn't hide areas that I needed God to heal me from. And this is the area when I say that I struggle from, because us females can also struggle with pornography. We, as especially that we've been exposed to it. I was exposed to it at a very young age, and unfortunately it led me to being addicted to it. This is something that I don't like to really talk about, but it was not only was introduced to me, but I had a very young, rough childhood. And that led me to a lot. It was exposed to me as a young girl. And the reason why I'm saying this, and this is my first time I'm trying to be open about it, because I feel like God gave me the spirit of openness to talk about what I used to struggle with. Areas that I not only used to struggle with, but areas that I can help you in your struggles, in your addictions, and areas that you still can't see in. How can I just bring this out? How can I even talk about it? You see, I was a young girl, not only exposed to pornography, but I was molested. And, that led me into confusions, that led me into areas in my life that I had to question myself as a woman, or as a young girl at the time, growing up as a young woman. And the fact that since I had a rough childhood, I used to hate men as well. So that put me in a category as in, not only was I being involved in drugs at the early age at 13, being exposed not just only to drugs, but to pills and everything, that I was being intoxicated. I was also molested again by another teenage girl. And that alone just put me in a situation that at that age I was already rebellious. I was already in a complicated situation, as in life, that I started drowning myself into not just drugs but pills alone, that almost took my life. Not just once and twice, but it took it twice. It almost took my life on my early 20s. And I say this because I basically overdosed, and my heart stopped twice, and God had gave me another opportunity, but I was so ignorant, I was so rebellious, I wasn't trying to see God at the moment, but he gave me another chance, my third time, when he started showing me, it was between jail, or it was between that I was going to die of overdose if I didn't fix it. I had to make a decision. Like I said, I was one to have an addiction, and it was just not alcohol, it wasn't just drugs, it wasn't just pills, it was to pornography. I was addicted to pain. All my life I got used to pain because of the childhood that I had. And not only did I have an addiction to pain, but I started being addicted purposely to tattoos, just to cover my pain, just to cover my addictions, And there's some of you out there that dealing with other addictions, dealing with the same addictions, and don't know how to handle it, or don't even know how to come out of it. I'm here to tell you there is such thing as hope. It's time to stop hiding and allow God to help you heal. You have to give it up to God completely. Don't hide your struggles. Don't hide what you want God to heal you from. It's okay You know, I'm a woman. There's a lot of women out there who can admit to this. There's a lot of women that is ashamed and embarrassed, all because of what happened to them and what they've been exposed to. Not only exposed to, that they feel like ashamed. They feel like it's their fault or the guilt. Guess what? Things happen obviously in life, and obviously we got to go through it, but guess what? Our story is made for us to tell others and help others. And this is your opportunity to get out of that, just so you can be able to share your story and be able to help others who struggle with this. I'm here, like I said, as a woman. Not just men struggle in the area. Not only men struggle in areas that they're more exposed to and they're more open about it. I'm a woman here just not only just to be talking about this. It's because I'm here because I overcame addictions. Addiction that took most of my life, years of my life, and struggles. Like I said before, you know, I was addicted with all types of pills. It was from painkillers to muscle relaxers, all types, you name it. Besides smoking marijuana, we call it weed. Besides, you know, relying on alcohol for my pain, especially in the midst of my hurt and depression. And again, the pornography part, that's something that I had to struggle with within myself. I didn't have to be out there to sleeping around. It's something I battled within myself. And that was, you know, very hard because I was exposed to it in every relationship that I was in. And the time that God would heal me from it, it was brought right back up. So that's something that I had to give to God. Not only to God, to give it to God. I had to fully give my healings, really submit myself, and really ask God to truly heal me from my area, because all wounds was constantly being pulled from what God has healed me from. There is such thing for hope for you. There is such thing as God healing you completely, just like He did with me. And guess what? My focus more and more is on Him. And I refuse to try to dig it out. I refuse that I no longer want to help bondage. I break that chain that I don't even want it to torment me anymore. I've been good since my separation, not going through a divorce. I've been good in areas because I allow God to heal me in those areas. In the areas also as in with the drugs, the pills, and the alcohol. Right before, I've been good. All because I've been relying on my God. And not only I'm holding on to my God, because He already healed me. Why should I go back? Why should I put myself in a predicament put myself again what the enemy wants to put in our heads to take us back to where He held us bondage for so long, held us prison for so long. This is your time to break that chain. It's your time to break that bondage that's been holding you back for so long. Don't let molestation, rape, anything to just take over your life for so long. It already took your life. It's time for you to change it and flip it and allow God to use you through your midst of your story, through the midst of your pain that you had to struggle with. Allow Him to heal you in that area. Allow Him to work in that area. Allow Him to pull that root out of you. I had to pull the root that I was still suffering from, that I still needed healing. And unfortunately, you know, I had a rough childhood. Yes, it is what it is at this point. I've forgiven. I've been molested. I've been raped in my early 20s. And I never was able to share this, but I'm sharing it to you. And what led me to addictions, and what led me to a dark path that I thought I would never overcome from, that I thought I would never come out from. So I'm here to tell you, there is hope for you. There is freedom for you. Just like I got freedom now, you got freedom too. And I just want to share again, this is a life-changing the moment I gave it to God. The moment I stopped hiding from God, saying this is what I need healing. He already knows our story. He knows what we went through. We just have to give it to Him and stop trying to hide and be around. We just have to stop going around the bush and act like God doesn't know our story. He's just waiting for us to give it to Him. That's all He wants. It's time for you to get out of that darkness, out of that dark past that keeps haunting you, keeps tormenting you. I want to read 1 Peter. And it's 1 Peter 5:10, and it says, "And the God of all grace, who called you to His eternal glory in Christ, after you have suffered a little while, with himself restore you and make you strong, firm, and steadfast. Trust me, God will give you all the strength you need. God will make you firm. Not only that, he will give you all the comfort and peace that you need, the love that you need. It will replace every areas in your life that when you were once broken, he will put back to pieces, to something beautiful. Let him make you whole. Let him make you beautiful. It's time to let go of that pain. It's time to break the addictions that you're suffering from. Even if it's from drugs, pills, alcohol, pornography, addicted to pain, addicted to abuse, addicted to, even like I said, I was addicted to tattoos just to cover my pain. It's time for you to break whatever addiction you're going through. Give it all to God. I bless you. And I pray that this message can help you. I'm not ashamed as a woman. This is my first time opening up to this as a woman. Besides the struggles that I used to deal with my drugs and pills, that I'm finally able to share the other parts of my life. And I'm here to help you and pray that you break that bondage and come out of it and give it to God. Stop hiding. Be blessed.